Thanks for tuning in this Wednesday. 2K Sports presents the NBA. And tonight we'll see Memphis as they go up against Chicago. Alongside Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge. This is Kevin Harlan.
Here we go.
And it's Chicago to start out. Wembanyama outside. Pass to Ellison. And it's good off the back rim and in.
Well, look, if he misses that shot, coach might think of benching him. He's pretty fortunate he got that one to go.
Now here's Livingston. Sinks the 15-footer.
And this team looking to get him the ball and get him in rhythm quickly.
Yeah, it's a good start for him. Let's see if they can keep getting him the ball in that area.
And the shot goes in.
And standing easily over 7 feet. When he gets that ball near the hoop, literally nothing a defender can do.
And Chicago has possession following the miss by Bam Adebayo. They double-team Bird to the middle. Here's Olowokandi. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. 4 on the shot clock. Little shot fake there, got the D out of position.
Yeah, he makes it look so easy out there. The game comes naturally to him.
He gets that one.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Once he gets in deep on the defense, there is no way he's missing a layup like that.
And Chicago has possession following the score by Memphis. Wembanyama with it. That's his second shot and his second basket. He's 2 for 2.
Good way to start this game. You want to get him rolling as early as possible.
Yeah, and I'll tell you what, if he gets into a good rhythm early, watch out.
Onto the floor for the away team, number 0.
And so it's Memphis with it. 4-point game. Jacks up a 3. Livingston, no luck. It's been a quick start here for Chicago.
2 minutes.
Wembanyama looking it over. Pass to Bird. Adebayo with the ball. Out guarded by Wembanyama. Teague can't hit. Here's Ellison. No good on the 3.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Livingston. Uses both hands to slam it down.
Dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
Bird way outside. An absolute bomb from 3-point range.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from deep.
And here's Chandler from the arc. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Fires from deep. Offensive rebound on the wing. Bird. Pass to Ellison. Bird outside. 3-pointer. It's rebounded by Livingston. Memphis trails by 5. And here's Chandler from the arc. Still looking for his first make after that miss. He's 0 for 2. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. Bird with the bucket.
Just such great consistency on that jump shot. Even though he's not always squared up, Bird terrific in the catch and shoot game.
4 seconds left. The shot off that time.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy misser too.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, but it's hard to keep that kind of intensity for the entire game. But if they can come close to that, they'll be in a great spot.
Pass to Ellison. Here's Wembanyama.
Wembanyama is a specimen going at the rim there with a purpose.
Bird outside. No good from outside.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet.
Wembanyama down low. 6 points for him.
Haven't we seen that a few times today, guys? I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
Well, some have argued that Wembanyama deserved Defensive Player of the Year consideration in his rookie year.
And, Kevin, I can see where they're coming from. His team went from a bottom 5 defense to a top 5 defense when he was on the floor. His impact is amazing.
Here in the second quarter with a little over a minute gone. A nice shot by Bird.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Teague drives in. Lets it go with a 3. And again, Memphis no good. Chicago leading by 14. And here's Bird from the arc. And that's collected by Nowitzki. Launches from deep. Ellison, no good. From downtown. Shots good from Bird. Bird's got 5 points now in the quarter.
This is just what Bird does. He makes shooting from range look easy.
Here's Chicago. 9 points in a row. Good run for him right now. And stolen by Nowitzki. Here's Olowokandi. That's good, and it's Nowitzki with the assist.
3 points.
Olowokandi's got himself on the board with 3 there. Chandler with the steal. It's 3-on-3 on the fast break. Here's Ellison. And again, it's Memphis with the 3.
And he gives up some size on that play, but the defender fails to close the gap.
Well, that's the best way to neutralize that size advantage, making defend out on the perimeter.
And you can tell he's looking for his shot. He just believes in it.
Well, yeah, and the defense is going to have to respond to that and chase him off the arc.
They're going to turn it over. They couldn't get it in bounds that time.
And when you're trying to cut into a lead, you can ill afford mistakes like that.
Yeah, that's just a lack of focus. Plays like that can really frustrate a coaching staff.
And it's Banchero missing. Memphis trails by 14. Here's Nowitzki. That's no good. Misses his first shot of the night.
And we talk about the importance of protecting the rim. Right there, outstanding defense.
And he's one of those guys that just keeps coming at you. Paolo Banchero is special.
And they get it back. And again, Memphis no good.
That is fantastic defense on one of the best three-point shooters in the league. Didn't give him an inch of room.
44 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Driving in. Here's Livingston. And another miss by Memphis. And finished off by Banchero.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
Brand outside. Back to Banchero. Puts up a deep three. Goes back up. And that one released in time, but no good. And so it's Larry Bird making things happen for Chicago. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. And don't go away. We'll be right back. Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged the bullet there.
Chicago leading by 19. They stand from 15 feet in. Not many players more dangerous in this NBA than Bam Adebayo.
No, there's not, Kevin. He's got the total package when he gets in the mid-range area on down. He can shoot the mid-range jumper above the rim to finish. He can score with his back to the basket, and he's an outstanding passer.
And we haven't even mentioned his defense, right? Because his defense is off the charts.
Always an all-defense consideration.
Pass to Livingston. Memphis moving that ball around. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Oh, great timing. He is one tough customer on that offensive glass.
You know, it's like he has a sixth sense of where that rebound is going.
And this is something Banchero continues to hone, wanting to become a dangerous threat from deep.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Here's Livingston. And that one comes up a bit short. And here's Wembanyama. He'll bring it up for Chicago. They lead by the biggest margin of the game, 23 points. And here's Bird for 3. Here's Olowokandi. And it's Chicago with the rebound. Wembanyama with it. Now Chandler defending. Pass to Ellison. Launches a 3. Bangs home the trifecta. Ellison's got 5 minutes.
And they have been relentless from deep. And you see the defense trying to react, but to no avail.
Look, when the 3 is falling like this, there's not a whole lot you can do defensively.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, deflections are a stat that a lot of teams track, disrupting the offense's rhythm and flow.
And there's the call on Chandler. That is his first foul of the game. And now around 2 minutes gone by in this half. No good from Bird. Memphis with the ball. And here's Chandler from the arc. Nailed from three-point land.
Maybe he's not one of the elite sharpshooters, but even still, that's not a shot that he can afford to give him.
And it's Bird missing.
And he has been ice cold from beyond the arc here since halftime, and he continues yet to fire away. He has got to tone it down if he wants to help his team.
Shoots the 3. That doesn't go either for Bird. And so here's Memphis. Chandler outside. And he can't bank that one in. Chicago leading by 23. Wembanyama up top. He's got 8. For 3, Fernandez. It's stolen by Livingston. And here's the fast break. And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
That is not a simple finish by any means. Adebayo had to keep his focus, makes the deep think twice.
I'm gonna make him automatic.
About getting physical with him.
50 seconds left in the third. In the corner, it's Bird. For the 3. And the 3 ball is good. Bird's got 17 now.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
Here's Teague. It's deflected. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
Checking in for the away team, Dirk Nowitzki.
There's 37 seconds left here in the third quarter. Here's Wembanyama. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for two.
Maybe the most hyped teenager since LeBron James. Wembanyama is the poster child for upside.
He hits one and misses one, each at the line. Coach, only 2 players have led the NBA in blocks as a rookie. Manute Bol and our favorite, Victor Wembanyama.
Well, Kevin, Wembanyama is already special defensively. Not only as a shot blocker, but the amount of ground that he can cover to affect shots. And there are people around the league that believe that he can become the best defender of all time. Well, so many bigs excel from three-point range these days, and he's right up there with the best of them.
And so it's Chicago, finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And with as many three-pointers as they bring, it's easy.
25.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that to this point has not been an evenly fought contest. Here's Chicago. Over in the corner, Banchero. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. On defense, Memphis. From outside the arc. That's another one for him. His 5th in just 7 shots.
Such a nice-looking jump shot. Solid mechanics, fluid. Banchero's special.
And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Chicago.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And on top of that, they're getting a lot of points off assists. And it's always a good sign when your team is working as a cohesive unit.
Banchero off target from three-point range. No one near James as he lets it go. There's the 3. Chicago grabs the miss. Banchero with the ball. Now Chandler defending. It's deflected. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Here's the 3. Ejected by Teague. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by Teague. And Memphis making a change here. About a minute played here in the 4th quarter. And that's out of bounds. Chicago will retain possession. Banchero outside. The 3. Another miss by Banchero.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
And so here's Memphis. Here's Livingston. And that one good.
Yeah, you love to see a quick bucket off the inbounds. Well done.
Banchero outside. Chandler with the rebound. And it's Livingston with the ball for Memphis. Banchero outside. Pass to Bogut. Spins. Lively with it. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
Well, anytime you can get a good look close in like that, it's always your best option.
Free throw, no good for Lively. From deep. And it's Bird with the rebound.
Well, his shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Late reaction defensively. He quickly takes advantage, grows their lead.
Yeah, look, the truth is, he doesn't need much space anyway. But that one was too easy.
Beyond the arc. Lively's shot is off. Memphis with the ball. Here's Livingston. And again, Memphis no good. Here's Lively. His three-pointers off the mark. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth. Pass to Olowokandi. And a miss there on the triple. So it's Chicago now. A three ball. Lively's shot is off. Now Adebayo puts up a deep three. Fernandez with the rebound. Now Lively. Here's Olowokandi. Picked off in midair. And here's Adebayo outside. That drops, and it comes off the assist from Livingston.
No hesitation from Adebayo there. Had to love seeing him taking this shot with confidence.
And here's Bird from the arc. The shot will not fall.
Well, playing his role to perfection. Using his size to control the glass for his team.
Third team foul.
Here's Livingston. And again, it's Memphis with the three.
And you got to like that they found something positive here, something that maybe carry over into the next game.
Yeah, a loss stings a little less if you at least feel like you put up a fight, but only a little less.
Ellison, no good. Here's Chicago. Fires the three. It's rebounded by Livingston. Bird looking it over. Sinks the three-pointer. The steal. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that about wraps it up. With Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thanks for watching, folks, on 2K Sports. See you next time. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on 2K Sports, bringing you the NBA. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. And on the sidelines, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. So Baltimore wins the tip. To the inside. And Adebayo throws it down.
And this is too easy for Adebayo. And once he's close to the rim, he is going to damage it.
Well, G.A. Adebayo came from very humble beginnings.
Yeah, raised by his mother. And Kevin, Bam's main motivation in life was to get her out of that trailer. He worked extremely hard, and now arguably a top 25 player.
And not much you can do defensively once Kareem gets the ball in that close. Too much height, too much talent.
The shot by Chandler, wide open. His three-pointers off the mark. High, arcing shot. And Adebayo sends it back. Here's Rose. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Just 5 on the clock. Oh, the lob to Abdul-Jabbar.
And you love how much heart Bam plays with defensively, working overtime on that possession.
Out to Chandler. It's tipped. And here we go with Miller running up the court. Back to Bell. Pass to Adebayo. And here's Chandler from the arc. Again, the miss by Chandler.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
No one near Adebayo as he lets it go. Again, Adebayo missing. Here's Ellison. Rose with the block. Chalk up 2 there.
You know what? Sometimes something good can come out of a bad possession.
Abdul-Jabbar in the post. Miller with a wide open look. That's in, coming off an assist from Adebayo.
A huge reason Miller went so high in the draft. His three-point stroke. It's exactly what you want in a wing.
First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. And he knocks down the first one. And Memphis making a change here.
2 shots.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Well, he's got a great stroke from the line. That's not something we can say about all the league's big guys.
And Rose throws it down hard.
Well, that's one of Derrick Rose's specialties, finishing at the rim. Flex those muscles, D. Rose.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Here's Yacht. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Oh boy, to be young again.
Makes you nostalgic, doesn't it? Here's Teague. It's Kareem Abdul-Jabbar with the rebound. And Zoyanis will bring it up for Baltimore. They lead by 4. Out to Miller. And it's going to be out of bounds. Baltimore will retain possession.
And he made the right read on that play, but just couldn't secure the steal.
Yeah, the anticipation was there. The hustle was there. Very close to picking that one.
And one of the more active big men in our league. Adebayo never stops working.
Baltimore shooting their first free throws of the game. And Adebayo drops them both.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
Good.
Oh, nice pass there by James. His teammates really will appreciate his ability to facilitate.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. They get Dominique Wilkins.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Baltimore shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game.
One of the things about Donovan Mitchell's game that I love is he's got elite athleticism. There is speed, there's burst, and there's physical strength. This guy is very capable offensively.
4 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Olowokandi. Baltimore with the rebound.
And the way he was able to reach out towards that release had an impact.
Well, no question. He altered that shot, and most of the time, that's just as good as blocking it.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
The Memphis team.
And so it's Baltimore in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. A look at the field goal percentage numbers tells the story of what tough defense they're playing today. And we'll be right back after this.